Hi, I'm Larry Richmond for Indie Film Spotlight and ProNetworks.org, and we're here at the South by Southwest Film Festival 2013 for the world premiere of Coldwater. I'm sitting with James Burns, one of the stars of the film. I am blown away by what you guys did. Tell me first of all who your character is and how you got involved.
I play Colonel Frank Riker, United States Marine Corps, retired. I got the script back in I think April or May last year, and I was working on, I'm in Call of Duty, so I was working on Call of Duty, and it's a pretty tight schedule. So we met real quick in May, and then I had to go to Utah for a job, and I kind of forgot about this. As soon as I came back, he wanted to meet again, and I'm like, yeah, I love the script, but I'm really not in a place I can actually, even prepare anything for you. So we did a quick improv, and then I went back to finish Call of Duty. And then about a week before they started shooting, I get a call from the wardrobe people saying, well, what are your sizes? I go, who is this? What job is this? And he said, it's this guy from Coldwater. I said, wow, I'm excited about it. So I just kind of rolled into it. What's neat about it is that the Colonel is really an extension of Sergeant Frank Woods, the guy who kind of called me Black Ops. So it kind of was a very nice addendum to what I had been doing all summer, and just kind of rolled right into it. So it's very fortuitous that way.
Now, in your you've got an incredible body of work, and here comes along this little indie. What made you decide, you know what, this is not a big Hollywood film, there's not maybe not a lot of money in it, but I want to do this?
You so rarely get an opportunity to play these rich roles, and I felt I had a lot of faith in Vince because he's a hockey player. So I know he had this. Well, no, because there's a certain level of grit to that. There's a certain level. He's been hit in the head a few times. He knows what these characters are like, and I was really emphatic about wanting the Colonel not to be a stereotype. I wanted him to be like really human. Like these kind of guys do really have good intentions, And he felt he could make change in kids' lives, and he felt that he could do good. And just the structure fell apart, and bad things happened. And that's how it really happens. No one tries to be evil. You just end up being that way out of just flaws and mistakes. And he really encouraged that investigation of the character being that gray area instead of like, okay, he's the asshole and he's the angel. No, it's like it's a complicated story, and it was great to have that opportunity to play those. And that's what as an actor, you want dynamic, interesting, deep characters, and it gave me the chance to play that. So I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, the thing I really enjoyed, we see the Marine Corps, logo on the wall, and initially it's okay, we've seen this guy before, but you could have one step to the right or one step to the left, and it would have been just but you managed to just pull it this side of what we've seen before, and instill just enough nuance and heart and even vulnerability into the character to make it believable. Talk about that. Well,
through Black Ops, I had the opportunity to be around a lot of military personnel. I traveled with the USO, so I know these men, and none of them are less than spectacular. I mean, they're genuine, human. They care about their troops. They're just not soft and sloppy. They have this masculine way of nurturing and caring, and I really felt that was imperative. Plus, I was a hockey coach for 20 years, so I'm used to dealing with young guys, having to be tough, having to keep your distance, but let them know you care. So he's really built on this. I'm very familiar with a lot of Marines. I know a lot of Marines, a lot of cops, and this kind of masculine presence I'm used to that. It's what I respect. It's where I strive to have my life at. But most of it is just being around the military, a lot of Marines, and this is how they are. There's a real sense of loyalty, connection, They love each other, but it's not sloppy. It's done in a different way, and to have the opportunity to portray that is special.
Yeah. Did you have a lot of rehearsal time? Were you able to get to bond with the kids?
I literally walked off the set of Call of Duty. The next day, I walked right into Coldwater. And what was interesting is again, part of it was a lot of the kids all knew the game, so they knew Woods was showing up. And I walked in, and they started calling me the Colonel. Half these guys didn't know my name. It's the Colonel's here. And so they sort of put me in this position. As an actor, you're only as good as the actors around you, and everything I owe it to all these guys. They just kind of treated me like the Colonel.
Off-screen animal.
Yeah, I mean, all I had to do was react because these guys were like, I'd sit by myself eating, and they would like be afraid to come over and say hi and shit. I go, come on, man, I'm gonna bite you hard.
I guess that works to the advantage of the film. Once you get going and you're starting to know these guys and working with them, you need to somehow keep some distance in order to maintain that Colonel persona with them on screen without getting to the point where the audience notices that, wait a minute, I think these guys are having too good a time.
I think I have to build everything on my capacity to love someone else. So the Colonel's his performance is built on his love for these guys, and I loved all these kids. They're great. Just my advanced age compared to them made a difference because I couldn't. These guys would. Well, we wrap a 12-hour day, we eat dinner. They go off and play basketball. I have to go to bed because I don't have the energy to wake up and do 12 hours of this really brutal activity and then go play basketball or sit around the fire smoking, drinking beers. I can't do that. There's a natural separation just by the age alone, and I just let that play out. I just let that be. That's a good character. Let's keep that. So the environment really dictated, and then I got to give credit to Vince and especially to Sarah and Dave, the producers. They created an environment that was so safe and so just supportive. I mean, really well fed. In a small film, that's rare. Great craft service, great meals, and that made an environment where just creativity was explored. All the possibilities were invited, and that's Dave Gear and Sarah Ferraro. And Joe Bellata, our executive producer, who really kind of blessed the whole thing. He wrote the check, so I mean, I'm grateful for that opportunity.
Yeah, and when was this shot and where did you do it?
We shot October of 2012 at a camp called Bloomfield Blind. It's a camp up in Malibu Canyon, and it's remote. There was no internet, no phone service, so we had to be there. We really were in a camp, and I think that really came through in the movie. But we were in Malibu for about 4 weeks. It's like summer vacation. It's great, except I got to beat children with a stick. So.
It was fantastic. I love the film. James Burns, thanks for talking with us.
Thank you, man.
Coldwater, world premiere here at the South by Southwest Film Festival, coming soon to a theater near you.